Hey guys, welcome back to more manga dubs. This time around, we're jumping into Ace of Diamond. We've got chapter 133 of Act 2 to go through. And I honestly can't wait to get through this because I'm hoping. Oh, it says the 20. Okay, the title of this chapter is the 20. Okay, that hope just turned into like so much anticipation right there. So I'm hoping to see who gets the ace number. I'm really kind of looking forward to that. I hope it's Sawamura. Alrighty.
All right. Chapter 133, the 20. Here we go. I gotta read the stuff on the side. Everything they do is for becoming one of the 20. The time to announce the 20 chosen is nearing. This time always comes every time. June 15th.
Okay. Then we've got the team score here. So score 11-1. The team was Kusakabe Kyohei. The pitcher was Sawamura. 7-3 against Kizaki was Kawakami. 6-4 against Takehara, and the pitcher was Kaneda. 3-4. Oh, we lost that one. Unamori Academy, Furia. 3-2 against Seiho was Sawamura. 5-3 was Togo Academy with Furia. 6-8 our other loss, and it just says ##, and it was against Kawashima. 9-1 Nagakura, and the pitchers were Sawamura and Tojo. Okay, okay. So Sawamura and Kawashima, then Kaneda, Kawashima, Furia and Kaneda. Okay, so it's two different pitchers, Sawamura and Kawakami, Furia and Kaneda, and then the Kawashima Tojo one was the one where they lost. All right, so 9-1 Nagakura, Sawamura and Tojo pitched that one. Then when 7-0, a no score against Todaka West, and it was Kawakami and Furia. Then 12-2 against Kokaidai Kunihiro, and that was Kawakami and Tojo. Then we had a 3-1 against Kamio, and that was Sawamura and Furia. And then 6-2 against Sarajina Sogo and Furia and Kawakami pair. And then 11-5 against Yoko, Kaneda and Kawashima. Looks like there might have been, they were showing third pitchers. Looks like Kawakami in that second game there, the 7-3 one, pitched the whole thing himself. Okay, so looking at it, going to the next panel, it looks like they're writing this on kind of a whiteboard. No idea why it is that, like, I get that it's supposed to be a distance shot, but there should be a face on that man. Why do we suddenly have a no-faced coach? And in the next panel, he doesn't have one either. Thank God Reiko has one. Okay. Today, our lineup showed themselves especially tenacious, don't you find? They also kept their cool even when we found ourselves behind in the score. Kuramochi-kun's base running was quite effective, too. Have you come to a decision? I understand why you'd want to leave as many third years as possible on the roster. They're the precious players you spend a lot of time raising and honoring, after all. I will announce my decision to the players myself before tomorrow's practice. We're still getting teased about it. This is okay. Now, see, Okamura not having a face in this shot, there's a lot more distance there, and you can just see the glasses on the captain. Jesus, why am I suddenly blanking on everybody's names? Anyway, because there's that much distance away from where you would say the camera would be in that shot for this frame, or for how this panel is framed, I can kind of understand why there's no face on here. But going up to the going up to the previous page, and that third freaking panel, there's that's way too close up of a shot for him to be missing his face. That's okay. Miyuki, that's it. Miyuki's after
game classes.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so we're getting more stats here. I love that. All right, so we have these after game classes, and then, dude, how many times are we getting like mannequin things? Like, there's no face in Okamura. Like, this is too close up to at least not see the lower half of Okamura's face at this point in time. There should at least be more features from his face in the very first panel on page 4. I don't understand why we're seeing that. I can kind of understand not having features on the poster, on the face on the poster, but at least Okamura, you should see some features here. I just feel like that's lazy art right there. But we get Okamura and Yui, and it looks, or maybe, did I say it wrong? I don't. We get the two catchers. We get the two first-year catchers. And I like the close-up that we get. You can see that they're paying a lot of attention. They're really being attentive. All right, so here we go with the stats as we get each one kind of talking and doing their post-game wrap-ups. And it looks like Sawamura is very dirty. Maybe he has been practicing a lot, because I don't think he was on the last team to pitch, but maybe he played a little bit somewhere else.
Sawamura, 9 innings pitched, 119 pitches thrown, 7 hits given up, 1 walk ceded, 10 strikeouts taken, 1 run lost.
Jesus, that's pretty awesome. Is that over this list of games that have happened over the last 2 weeks? That's pretty amazing.
Furia, 9 innings pitched, 120 pitches thrown, 6 hits given up, 4 walks ceded, 15 strikeouts taken, 1 run lost.
So they're actually looking pretty even right now.
Kawakami,
oh wow, here we go.
10 innings pitched, 138 pitches thrown, 10 hits given up, 2 walks ceded, 5 strikeouts taken, 3 runs lost.
Okay, so this is Kawashima.
Kawashima, 3 innings pitched, 54 pitches thrown, 7 hits given up, 1 walk ceded, 1 strikeout taken, 3 runs lost.
And Kaneda.
Kaneda, 4 innings pitched, 52 pitches thrown, 3 hits given up, 1 walk ceded, 3 strikeouts taken, 3 runs lost, and a partridge in a pear tree.
I'm sorry to make this stupid joke, but it just felt that way after listing off over and over and over. Oh my god, why is it I can't remember his name, but shoo guy. The shoo guy. Okay, it's happening again in the first panel at the top and the third panel. We're getting a lot. No, every single time there's a lot of people on there. Do they just forget to put faces on people? Do they not want to put faces on them when they're... Like, I get that you're trying, like, at least give them some features. You don't have to do the old thing. But just, pardon me, just leaving their faces blank. Maybe I haven't been noticing this as much in, like, previous chapters and stuff because I've been too into, like... But now that I'm trying to pay attention more to what I'm seeing, I'm like, dude, what's up with all the no-face players? All right, so we're just getting close-up shots of the training. There's no real dialogue, but we are seeing everybody at, like, batting training, and you can see they're working really hard, and they're working up a sweat. Oh, here we go.
June 16th, afternoon. The players picked to be added to the roster were the following. Yui Masashi as outfielder.
Okay, so it was Yuki Masashi. Did I say Yuki?
Yuki Masashi as outfielder.
Okay, can I just point out that Masashi, it sounds a little Tenchi like? Okay, here we go. A lot of faceless guys. Okay.
Yui Kaoru as outfielder, and
what is CUM catcher? I don't want to say cum catcher. That just feels really wrong. I think, and the last spot. Okay, and the last
spot was given to Okamura Koshu as catcher. Odo was left on the roster as a third base coach.
And again, that's CUM
catcher.
Somebody please explain that to me because I really don't want to say that. So, cumulative catcher.
As for the third years, Seki Mimura and Kawashima, as well as Takatsu and Seto, their ambition to make the roster fell through.
It is tough when you're a third year and you don't make it.
Third years whose names
were not called. I want you to stay here. The rest of you start your practice.
Yes, sir!
Shit, man. What? What the hell happened? See? See my ass. Okay, so he walked off, and okay, we still haven't found out who the ace is yet. So I'm guessing he's the backup catcher. Is that what CUM means? Backup catcher? Uh, and the third years is standing there. They're giving him a heart to heart. Ono is just kind of, man, it sucks to be Ono. Let's make today's defeat count towards future games. He said that to me on the same day he got injured. If I were in his shoes, would I even be able to encourage a Kohai like he did? It's only natural and well-deserved that Ono-senpai was given a spot on the roster. As for me, I was happy I had been picked. Feeling relieved I wasn't dropped. I can only wish I was more reliable and worthy of the team's trust as a catcher. Hey, you made it, man. What's more, you're from the Dining Hall Slowpoke squad, which makes it even more awesome. 3 of us first years have been chosen. Being one of the 3, you gotta make hell of showing now, Koshu. Taku, you should have been given more chances to prove your worth. That said, let's make it clear that I'm not telling you to start trouble everywhere you go, okay? Try to be as friendly as possible. First, don't glare at people, and make sure to tell me right away if something happens with you and the senpais. When you just stand there without saying anything, it's pretty scary. When you just stand there without saying anything, it's pretty scary, you know? Yeah, to be honest, that's just creepy. I know. I'm aware I still lack a great many things. Every time I catch for those pitchers, I sense it especially keenly. 3 first years on the roster, just like 3 first years on the roster, just like last year, huh? I wonder if the roster would have been the same if Ono-senpai hadn't been injured. Having Seki-san around always helped lighten up the mood in the dugout. Kominato Horichi, a first year, and Sawamura Eijun, also a first year. That's all. It's stronger for us at 20.
20! Try to do it in this voice. 20!
Yeah, and he would read the game situation and help pitchers warm up in the bullpen when things call for it. I personally find it reassuring that Ono will be in the dugout. Ono is a suitable guy for the job of third base coach, too, if you ask me.
Players who are given the right to be on the roster and find number only 20. To be on the roster and fight number only 20.
Okay, sorry guys, I'm getting really into it because I want to kind of rush through this and everything, and I'm not really talking enough about what's going on from panel to panel. But I do like the fact that we're getting. I'm gonna go back to page 14, just 14 real quick. I love how his friend, who's been with him since they first saw the game with Sato, and then he decided they were going to Sato. I think it was Sato and Yakshi. It might have been. But I like how, the look on his face where he's like, I know, I'm still aware. And some of these, far shots are really good. And just kind of seeing the different emotions that everybody's kind of going through. Sawamura especially takes a hell of a difference in how he's taking things in internally. There's obviously a very big difference from the previous year to now. You can tell he's got more experience, but he also feels a lot more responsibility because he knows how the third years. And, okay, we're getting to page 17 where all the third years are kind of breaking down here.
To the third years who haven't been picked to be among them, the fact itself is, in effect, a retirement recommendation proclamation.
Damn. I love that Kataoka bows to them all the time. And here we go. 3 people in that panel with no face. What is up with no face and distance shots? And then, we get that close up and everybody's... I can't tell what Coach Ochai is doing. But the close up of them and then seeing their faces, with the tears streaming down, and then the further back shot of them just kind of like several of them just kind of hunched over in defeat.
Their summer had ended before the summer tournament even had a chance to begin.
And then we get close-up shots of the crew that made it.
The 20 who have been chosen make another vow to themselves to fight tooth and nail. Etching renewed determination on his heart, he takes the first step towards the new beginning.
Okay, this really good close-up of Adrian right there. I really enjoy it. Okay, we're on page 20, so this is the end of this chapter, which I knew it was as I was reading it, but just having that hit me and not knowing who the ace, who's holding the ace number is really starting to piss me the fuck off. Ugh. All right, Ace of Diamond fans out there, let me know what you think. Okay. Alrighty, so just going into really quick, I'm going to refresh this so I can reread some of the comments from the community. We have a lot of paragraphs in here, so I may just read one thread, guys. I'm very sorry. Broken Hearts Land. We knew it was coming, but still the first thing that needs to be said here is a roster 1/5 of which are catchers is pure fan service, not viable in real life. The only reason we're even seeing this is Terajima not wanting to give up his pet first years and possibly wanting to mirror last year in a sense, 3 first years out, of which one is a really promising batter and 2 rivals for a staple position. Then a senpai playing that position gets injured and they have to substitute for him. Only it wasn't a stellar idea from the start for at least 2 reasons. Having many pitchers on the lineup is understandable because it's the most physically demanding position, and with so many games, some of which are back-to-back, you want to have a few pitchers. For catchers, though, there's no need. Tonba was supposed to be reliable and awesome ace pitcher, except he wasn't all that great to start with, and then he got injured to make things worse, including 2 rookie pitchers to the roster to split one main pitcher's burden between them was justified. Now look at the situation this year and compare. First, unlike Tonba, who is never considered a super ace or very reliable or anything, Miyuki is hailed as the best catcher of his generation and couldn't be more reliable. He's not injured, thus he should be playing an absolute majority of the games just fine, just like he did last year. The one injured is Ono, a good, if not genius catcher, but a relief one, who doesn't get to play in a lot of games anyway since Miyuki plays in most of them. So the question is, does the team really need 2 catchers to substitute a substitute when the main one is perfectly healthy and ready for the tournament? The answer is obvious. Next up is Takatsu. Okay, hold on. Before I jump into that, I want to go ahead and say Miyuki may be fine now, but we all know that he takes risks, and if he gets injured, he probably won't tell the coach about it. So I think Terajima is saying that Kataoka can justify it based on his previous actions. So I'm just going to throw that one out there, and that's my argument against on Broken Hearts Land's argument there. No, I'm not saying that he's anywhere near 100% wrong. I'm just saying that you can't be 100% right, and I'm going to throw this in as just that 20% that I'm going to say you got probably 80% right, and this is the 20% that I think could be different. Next up is Takatsu. I have to mark this whole thing with him as questionable writing. I have my suspicions what happened, namely Terajima wanted to introduce a new almost character with the purpose of replacing someone more well-known a little further down the line, like Kanemaru, but then for some reason decided against it. In any case, the end result isn't pretty because it's quite a bit wasted space and time for literally nothing in the end. Other than that, I'm waiting for Sawamura getting that ace number this time for sure. To which Frozen Space replied with another paragraph. Jesus Christ, they're all paragraphs. I agree. Masashi on the lineup makes sense. He whiplashes like crazy, but he still can produce a home run, so who knows when he gets lucky. Who knows? When he gets lucky, he may make something different for Sato as a pinch hitter. On the other hand, you cannot use the other 2 catchers as a pinch hitter. Miyuki for damn sure would be wouldn't be out of the game at any point unless he's injured. So where do you even put Miyuki? At first, and take Zono out? I can see that happening, but to what end when you can instead sub one of the outfielders out to a pinch hitter like Masashi and have both Zono and Masashi or Takatsu on the field if he were chosen? You can make a case for Yui because he's willing to play as an outfielder and will be registered as an outfielder compared to Okamura, whose only job is to catch. Okamura has no chance to either catch or even pinch hit if Miyuki's healthy. In addition, if Sawamura were to become the ace, he'll be the main starting pitcher of the team, which means there's even less chance for Okamura to pair up with him, which arguably is the main reason why he's even on the first string to begin with. Yui, on the other hand, can pair up with Furuya by the end game if Kataoka would need Miyuki, and he can play outfield if Kataoka needs Miyuki still in the game. He's more versatile as a roster piece. Okamura can certainly catch for both as well, but without being willing to play as a fielder, severely limits his options and appearance opportunity in a game. Takatsu was just mishandled, in my opinion. Okay, I don't know specifically what's going on with Takatsu. Please kind of point that one out to me. I've missed some stuff apparently, and I can't remember who Takatsu is. I think he's one of the pitchers. I'm sorry guys, I was so focused on primarily on what's going on with Sawamura and Furuya, and like it's basically anybody that I remember played a major role in like the anime I'm more interested in. Maybe I'll go back and I'll reread these over some free time that I might have this week. Not from the very beginning. I'm just talking about from Act 2 forward to current is what I'm looking at. But yeah. Guys, I can see some of the comments that you guys are having about why you don't think there should have been 2 catchers. And I can kind of understand that. I do understand your initial results, but I think right now, Okamura is there just in case something happens to Miyuki. And then the other kid, pardon me, Yui. I think Yui is there as a backup in case something happens to Okamura. It's good to have a backup for a backup, but yeah. 4 catchers, not so much, and essentially they're using Ono as a third base coach, so I don't think Ono is even... I'm pretty sure Ono is not going to play at all. So... Okay. So yeah, I'm going to end it there, or it's just going to turn into a very, very long-winded conversation, because it just seems to be like somebody saying one thing and then a lot of stuff agreeing. How did you use an outfield position, right? Not as a catcher. Okay. In chapter 133, Seo added Yudi as a outfielder, CUM catcher. Okay. HDX, the first backup in Act 1 summer where Miyachi, and I think he's better from Ono, who just got the team from winter. I agree with Katsu. Terajima did it bad. As for Ono, I really feel this is representative like Tanba. We know Ono isn't like Tanba, who's more crucial for the team. As batter's good, but he's behind Wolfboy in those terms as catcher. But main reason is that he's paired with Furuya. That's not stable at all. More Okamura. I like Okamura more, but Yui is a beastly batter. I think he is better than that Yuki right now because of his consistency. I agree. Like I think Yui's better than Yuki at the moment because of his batting ability. All right. I wanted to get some different opinions and not just one opinion and somebody like talking on it over and over or just agreeing with it over and over. So, yeah, those are my thoughts. More or less, you heard my thoughts, and then you got thoughts from the community, but I want to know yours. I want to be able to use your thoughts and comments. So if you like this manga dub, if you dislike this manga dub, if you didn't like the chapter, if you liked the chapter, if you didn't like my dubbing, If you liked my dubbing, please let me know why not. And guys, constructive criticism. If you're gonna, like, any moron can do a takedown piece and just say, you're dumb and you don't sound good. Or just say some stupid shit like that without any, like, actual thought being put into it. But guys, constructive criticism if you think I'm doing something poorly and you'd like to see me do something better. I appreciate it. That is just my bit of it. And again, guys, this is just the beginning of a conversation. I'd love to know and hear your opinions in the comments below. So make sure to let me know what you think down there. That being said, guys, there's links in the description to where you can check these out early next week if you want to, because they go directly to the Patreon. But that's enough for me. I'll see you guys in the next one, which is back to One Piece. Later, gamers.